Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivedanta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 First of all, I'll put my Sisanga and the pronouns. Under the lotus feet of our most worshipful Sri Gurudev, Nitya Leela Pravishta Om Yishkumar, Shishmat Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Sri Guru Maharaj, Gauravan Rudurvarga and all some of Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, all in order of Vaishnavas, requested to speak something for tomorrow's festival, Hira Panchami. It's interesting, Hira Panchami, this is celebrated on Shasti. Every Shasti, then this Hira Panchami festival is being celebrated. And I've never really witnessed this. We've been to Jagannath Radhaka so many times, but I've not fully witnessed this because it seems like very quick and it's like in the middle of the night. I don't know when it happened. So, but during the time of Mahaprabhu, he observed this with all the devotees. And actually some devotees like today, Kukil Prabhu in his country, he protected me. He said there's some people, they're telling we should not celebrate Hira Panchami. It is for Lakshmi. Mahaprabhu himself observed this, how much, as followers of Mahaprabhu, then we have to know why Mahaprabhu observed this. Actually, Mahaprabhu observed this not because he's trying to glorify Lakshmi. In this festival, there was Shiva's Pandit. And Shivas, he was taking the role of someone on the side for Lakshmi. And he's telling to the devotees, look how great Lakshmi is. With so much opulence, now he's coming. And actually, there, and this is how the devotees are seeing, because they don't really see this on the actual festival. It's very quick. It's there's a procession, they bring Lakshmi, and then they just break some things near the chariot, and then after some time, with all there's all these drums playing, and then they go back to the temple. And that's it. No one really understand what's going on. But then Shivas is explaining, look how great Lakshmi with so much opulence is coming, and now she's attacking all these gopis who's taking Krishna. They're actually, what happened? They're finding all these servants of Jagannath. Lakshmi now angry because Jagannath has not returned. So, and actually because of this, then there was this venue of the discussion. Because Srivas is telling look at your gopis. They're not opulent like Lakshmi, like this. And then Swarup Damodar, then he answered like Shiva's Pandit. He said actually in Braj, there's so much more opulent than Vaikuntha. But this opulence is covered by sweetness. They don't have all this this pride over all these stones, these diamonds, and all these things. They're decorating Krishna, and the gopis are taking decorations from the flowers and all these natural elements in Braj, in the forest of Braj. So it's interesting, Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu was telling to everyone, Swarup Damodar, he is Brijvasi. Swarup Damodar has never come to Braj. He has never come to, it's like, is the one who wrote Vrindavan Mahimamrita, Prabhu Saraswati. He also wrote Navadvip, like he's glorifying Navadvip, but he has never been to Navadvip also. So here we can understand who is Brijbasi. Someone can be in Braj, but he's not really Brijbasi. Like Gurudev said, oh, many monkeys are here and they're just creating disturbance. Who's really Brijbasi? The Brijbasi are those who have actual like love. They have so much like prem, mamata of like Krishna. And so they're tasting all these like flavors of love. This is their wealth. So our the gopis, the Brijbasis, and of course we know Swarup Damodar, he is Lalita Sati. Therefore he knows and he's defending like Braj. So this festival is very meaningful. By this discussion, then devotees can have some appreciation how like glorious Braj Dham, how like Braj is so much more glorious than Vaikuntha. And Lakshmi, she cannot control Krishna. She cannot control, meaning her love cannot equal the love of the gopis, especially Srimati Radharani. So we know that Krishna can leave, or Narayan can leave Lakshmi. Also, Lakshmi, up to now, she had this desire even to go to Braj, but up to now, she has no entrance. I mean, to join the Rasa Leela of Krishna. Mahaprabhu, when he was in South India, he was explaining this to Gopal Bhatta Goswami's like parents and uncles. That look, Lakshmi, she's very chaste. You would think that she's very chaste, but actually she can leave Narayan. She came to Braj and she even wanted to join the Rasa dance. But then she could not enter. And up to now she's doing austerities. Compare her to the gopis. The gopis, when Krishna left, even Narayan appeared to them, but they were not interested. They were not attracted to Narayan. Rather, when they saw Narayan, Krishna disguised as Narayan, then they prayed to Narayan. And they said, oh please, like help us find Krishna. They were not attracted. So, in celebration like this Hera Panchami, there's this show of opulence of Lakshmi, like a display of like man. But this man is not powerful enough to control like Krishna. And by this is showing like with a discussion of like real Brijbasis like Swarup Damodar, that we can appreciate how high the love of the gopis. And especially like Lord Jagannath. Lord Jagannath is only happy or is only controlled by someone who's having devotion and loyalty to Srimati Radharani. They would offer Jagannath tulsi leaf with Radharani's names in there, or some slokas from Bhaktivedanta. Jagannath likes so much Bhaktivedanta. Why? Because these are expressing all glorification of the love of Radha and Krishna, especially the love of Srimati Radharani. And there you can see how in some pastimes that Srimati Radharani having man, this man, like Radhananda explains, he said the nature of brain is very crooked, like a snake. And so, therefore, the lover sometimes manifests man without cause or with some cause. So, it's not certain. Sometimes without any cause, like Radharani have this like man. And Krishna will have to pacify her. So this man is a transformation of prema. So Krishna, being the object of love, he actually enjoys seeing this. Like, oh, Radharani has so much love, and she has this kind of jealous anger for what I did. And then Krishna has to pacify her. So only the groups of Shrimati Radharani, especially Shrimati Radharani, they have this like very strong love. And so the queens of Dwarka or Lakshmi may exhibit some symptom of this man, but this one is not powerful enough to control even Jagannath. Jagannath will still remain in Gundicha. So already many days have passed away, but he has not returned. And actually, even Lakshmi came, but still he not returned. And he's actually planning to, later on, even if he returns, he's still planning to celebrate many festivals in Braj. And we see that in Matam Chaturmasya, so many festivals after Sayang Ekadasi. So with this, we pray to our Guru Varga that with festivals like this, all these deep meanings we may remember, and truly we become we'll be able to appreciate the real nature of Braj, and then therefore we can enter into this world of love. Vanchana
Chakshurudiritam Veda Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Gurave Gaurachandrai Radhikaya Tadadai Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktai Tadbhaktai Namaha Vande Om Shri Guru Maram Shri Rupanurudharam Vasvasvasam Shri Guru Janam Vande Ram Krishnaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Maharaj Shri Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram. First of all, I offer respectful obeisances at the lotus feet of our spiritual masters, Jai Srimad Bhaktivedanta Giri Maharaj. Jai Srimad Bhaktivedanta Giri Maharaj. Radharani's, all the Vaishnavas, the entire Rupanukari, and Sri Jagannath himself, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and all his associates. So today is the Adivastati of Hera Panchami. So today I was just reading in the Bhagavad Patrika, year 1958, issue 4, Sankhya 3. So there, Hera Panchami is spoken, but in a different context. We see that Sundarananda Vidyavinod Prabhu, he published a book called Achinta Veda Vedavat. So there, he published this book, and Prabhu Gurudev, he wrote his response to this book. So now the response that Prabhu Gurudev had written was originally in Bengali. This Achinta Veda Vedavat book written by Sundarananda Prabhu. Now Gurudev himself, he translated that Bengali, I wouldn't say article, but series of compilations of Prabhu responses in Hindi. And for some reason that was never published in Hindi. Mayavad Jivani was published in Hindi. Prabhu series of talks on why history of Mayavadism. But the Achita Veda was never published as a separate book in Hindi. Rather, it appears as a series of articles in the Patrika from as soon as his Mayavad Jivani is finished, and Gurudev is publishing them in installments. From year 3, and it's continuing now, maybe to year 6, year 7 to continue. So there, Srinivasa Prabhu is saying how Jiva Goswami Pad, he's only speaking of this Advitya Tattva. While in the Gaudiya version of Sampradaya, it is said there is Pancha Tattva. So Srinivasa Prabhu is saying where Pancha Tattva came from, and there is Advitya Tattva according to Jiva Goswami. So indirectly he was saying that he follows of this Abhinna Mayavad. Indirectly he was saying that. And he was also proving to say that Jiva Goswami is not following this Sampradaya, Madhvacharya Sampradaya. Because in his commentary on the Sandarbhas in his Sarva Samvedana Tika, there he, while describing Madhvacharya's writings, he has said, Prachura Pracharena Vaishnava Mata Vishesha. So he has described Madhvacharya this way. Prachura Pracharena Vaishnava Mata Vishesha. So here Sundarananda Prabhu is saying, what is the meaning of this Vishesh, Mata Vishesh? Mata Vishesh means he is saying that Madhvacharya's line is just another line of philosophical thought. So how is Jiva Goswami accepted the Anugata Madhvacharya? He is saying. And he described it as just another Vaishnava Mata Vishesh. Means another school of Vaishnava thought. So then Paramgurudev, he says, for some reason Sundarananda Prabhu, he did not quote another line from the same Tika, from the Sarva Samvedana Tika. And that Jiva Goswami there, he uses the same word Vishesha again. Where he says, Sa Pratishteshu Artha Vishesha. So there again Jiva Goswami uses the same word, Sa Pratishteshu Artha Vishesha, where he says that to establish what I have written, I am going to quote evidence which I have collected from Madhvacharya and all his disciples and grand disciples. So this part he has purposely left out, Paramgurudev said. And then this way he showed, Paramgurudev showing how Jiva Goswami is an ideal follower of Madhvacharya. So the series of articles are most brilliant. Paramgurudev, we always hear how he was line like Acharya Keshav. That how he's cut down all the arguments of Sundarananda Prabhu, because Sundarananda Prabhu was very brilliant. He was a very brilliant scholar. So how he's cut down everything. There, like for example, Sundarananda Prabhu, he started the book saying Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Jayate, without any Mangalacharan. So Paramgurudev is saying, how can you possibly start a book without any Mangalacharan? He only says Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Jayate, but in which context? And then again, Paramgurudev, he wrote 10 pages on why Mangalacharan is most auspicious for a book. And he's even quoted the books of the Mayavad also in this context. And then in his response, Paramgurudev is not, as sometimes he is, while addressing Sundarananda Prabhu, he has used the name Subodh Babu, not even Sundarananda Prabhu also. Because he is saying that I should address him by his initial name and his Dikshit Prabhupada. Subodh was his household names, I'll address him by his name, Subodh Babu. So then anyhow, as Paramgurudev is giving his responses one after another, with such depth, such clarity, like we must be so proud of ourselves that we come in his line. Because you see, what has been presented in the English language of Paramgurudev is very meager. Not much has been presented. Except for, we see the biography of Paramgurudev has been published by Srila Gurudev. And then we also see that Paramgurudev's articles have been published here and there in the ways of the communist. But we see in the Patrika, Gurudev himself has translated so much of Paramgurudev's articles. And in the Gaudiya Patrika, there, Paramgurudev has given his heart out in the Gaudiya Patrika. So much is there left to be discovered and translated. So then this way, Paramgurudev, when he's saying how Sundarananda Prabhu is saying that Jiva Goswami doesn't belong to Mahaprabhu Sundaraya because of such different schools of thought, then he's saying, then what can you possibly say about Mahaprabhu's associates? And Paramgurudev is saying, if you see Murari Gupta, he did not listen to Mahaprabhu, Paramgurudev is saying, according to Sundarananda Prabhu. Because he was a Ram Bhakta, And then in this way, Mahaprabhu told him to worship Krishna, but he couldn't. So are you saying Murari Buddha is not part of the Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya? He asked Sundaram Prabhu. You're saying that such difference leads to a difference in Sampradaya. Are you saying that he's not part of the Sampradaya? And he's saying, what about Anupam, the younger brother of Rupa and Sanatana? Rupa and Sanatana Goswami told him to worship Krishna also, but he was also a devotee of Ram. So are you saying he's not part of the Sampradaya? So then this brings us to the topic which is being described or spoken today, which is Hira Panchami. So in Paramguru he quotes many verses from Chaitanya Charitamrita, and there he says, Srivas Thakur, if you see, he has glorified Lakshmi on this Sthiti. In fact, when Mahaprabhu himself came to give this Vinodojjala Ras Savati Shriyam, it seems Srivas Thakur, his heart, he had so much praying for Lakshmi, that praying is pouring forth now, in form of his words of glorification of Lakshmi Devi. And this is glorifying Lakshmi Devi. So I was saying Srivas Thakur is out of the Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. Because in the Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, there are Ekantik worshippers of Radha and Krishna. So are you saying here? If you're saying that, then you're committing such a great series of things, the Lord is with Srivas Thakur. So how can you explain it? So in this way we see there are specialities, Paramguru said. Don't think of that as Mataved, think of that as Mat Vashishtya, he said. This is really the many specialities. And Paramguru said, even you see in the Mayavad line, there's Pratibhimbavad. You see Suresh Acharya, who was previously Mandal Mishra, he established Pratibhimbavad. And Padmapada, he established this Achandavad. And this is Topakacharya, he established something else. And Hasta Kamala, he established something else. But they're all classified into this Mayavad Sampradaya. Similarly, there are so many Mat Vaishishtas in Mahaprabhu's line. There are so many specialities that doesn't mean there's difference of Sampradaya. So we must be very careful when thinking about this topic of Hira Panchami. When we think that Srivas Thakur is glorifying Lakshmi, so he's not part of this Sampradaya. He's from another Sampradaya. But we see who is Srivas Thakur himself. He's not just Narad Rishi. He's, in one way, he's Madhumangal himself. And not just Madhumangal, in one way, he's Naradiya Gopi himself. So being Naradiya Gopi, does he not know the intricacies of this Brajaras, Brajaprem, Brajabhakti? He knows everything. But still you see, like Tirkam Maharaj, he would say, he would raise certain arguments. Why? He'd say that Gurudev is like he's full of so much sweetness, and I'm like that pea, which pokes at that pea hive. And then this way when I'm poking at that hive, so much honey is coming out. Similarly, Srivas Thakur, what is he doing? This way he's raising this topic, and in this way, so much nectar is coming out. Like we heard the other day, this Hira Panchami festival, Gurudev said is even more, for Gaudiya Vaishnavas in one way, it is even greater than even Rathayatra Prasanga also. Why? Because here the glories of the Brajagopis are explicitly being said. Clearly they are being described by Sarup Damodar Goswami. It is none other than Lalita Devi herself. There we see Srivas Thakur is saying that Lakshmi Devi, she has so much opulence. And look at the gopis. What is their opulence? Only flowers and nothing else. But then Sarup Damodar Goswami, what does he say? He says that even the anklets that the gopis are wearing is infinitely and unlimitedly greater than the combined opulence of all the Vaikuntha planets. And this is true. The Leelas of Braj, although that Naravat Leela, human life, still are constituted of the highest form of opulence. Gurudev gives an example that sometimes this milk is like this Madhurya, and a piece of straw is like Aishwarya. So when you're boiling a pot of milk and you place a piece of straw, what happens? It floats, comes on the surface of the milk. But then gradually, as you're boiling the milk more and more, it seems to bottom. Similarly, there's so much Aishwarya and Krishna Leela in Braj Leela that the entire Aishwarya of Ramchandra, Vishnu, Nrsimha, all the other avatars cannot compare. But still, that sweetness is so much that it's completely covered the opulence. Like if you have like 20 bags of salt and you have like 1,000 bags of sugar and you mix it, will that salt be tasted in any way? But still, we see that this Aishwarya Prem does not please Krishna so much. And therefore, Mahaprabhu, through this conversation, is bringing out so much nectar. You see in this time. Lakshmi Devi, we see, actually, she's even serving in Braj, in one way. And the gopis themselves are stated, no? Jayati Devikam Janmana Gaja Shrayata Indira Shastradhari. Who is this Shrayata Indira? Indira is actually Lakshmi Devi herself. She's actually serving in Braj, in one form. No, because if Vishnu can appear with Krishna, then why not Lakshmi also? In one form or another, she is serving them. Because, you see, Lakshmi Devi is performing bhajan in Belwan. And what is another name of Belwan? It's called Sri Jivan. Belwan is also called Sri Jivan. Even though Brajavasis, they call Belwan Sri Jivan. They have a festival every year there, during this Mahar. So there we see that who is Sriji? Sriji Srimati Radhika herself. So in one form, Lakshmi is actually taking shelter of Srimati Radhika. But still we see there are two perspectives to look at this. One perspective is that Lakshmi is Siddha Swarup. Can she ever get that Brajbhav? There is no possibility of her getting that Brajbhav. Like Uddhav, he's still waiting to get that Brajbhav. But then we see from another perspective, and she can still have that Brajbhav. Why not? If she's like a manifestation of Srimati Radhika herself, then she can still have it in one way or another. So in this way, there are many perspectives from which we can look at this Leela. So in this way, in this conversation, we see that Mahaprabhu is telling Sarvabhauma Goswami that he's saying that this type of man I have never seen before. That Lakshmi is beating all the servants of Jagannath there for having taken a husband away. Why? Because Lakshmi, as we know, during Snan Yatra, Jagannath falls sick. And he tells Lakshmi, I'm going out. And then Lakshmi still doesn't believe him. Therefore, on a pretext, he takes Baladev and Subhadra. Because then she thinks, oh, he's going with his elder brother and sister, so I cannot count him. But then he leaves, but he doesn't come back for like 5 days. Hera Panchami. Panchami means the 5th day from the Rath Yatra. Because today is not Panchami. But today is the 5th. Tomorrow is the 5th. And the first Rath Yatra took place. And Hera means to look, to search. So Lakshmi is searching everywhere. And then, as we know, she's like beating a chariot, and then she's doing so many things, and Mahaprabhu and all the associates are enjoying this so much. But still we see in Dwaraka, when Satyabhama went into Man, Krishna actually chastised her. Because when Krishna was glorifying the Vrajadevi so much, Satyabhama, she actually became very sulky. And then Krishna, what did he tell her? He told, tell that daughter of Satyajit, that she doesn't want to come here, then tell her to leave Dwaraka. There's no need for even to stay. There's no need for her to even stay here. But can Krishna ever speak in such a way to Srimati Radhika and the gopis? If you speak in such a way to Srimati Radhika and the gopis, then Radharani and the gopis, they'll say, oh, who are you? Who do you think you are? You are our husbands. Are you maintaining us? Have you taken anything from you? How can you speak in such a way? Rather you leave, they'll say. Rather than telling us to leave, you leave, they'll say. So in this way, man is of many types. But in this type of man, Mahaprabhu says, I've never seen this type of man before. Like we heard the other day, even the Vaishnavas were saying that if one lady is the wife of one man, and if she sees her husband talking to another man, then she goes completely crazy. Sometimes she can even kill herself also. She cannot tolerate. Similarly here we see Lakshmi cannot tolerate that her husband has gone to someone else. Therefore she is doing all this. But then anyhow she's pacified, and we heard she comes to the main road, but when she leaves she goes through like some hidden alleys. Why? Because she's very ashamed and shy that she cannot bring her husband back. And then anyhow, on this day of Solavesh, after the return of Yatra, Jagannath goes inside again. There. So in this way, this Hera Panchami festival has many beautiful moves of Brajbhav, which are inherent there. The Sarvabhauma Goswami, like you know, the idea of Brajavasi is glorifying the Brajadevis in the most wonderful ways. So, like, as for me, like my mind is only occupied with that Param Gurudev's discussion that he was having with Sundarananda Prabhu. So, mind is not going exactly in that direction of Hera Panchami. But anyhow, we can only pray that the meaning of this festival can manifest in our hearts, and then we realize it's true. We call
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaur Bhaktivedanta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. First of all, I offer my Sastananda Pranam, Sadhutananda Lorsi, Shri Paramarajatam, Gurupad Varma, Amishtupa, Sotra, Shriman Bhaktivedanta Giri Maharaj. Secondly, I offer my Sastananda Pranam, Sadhutananda Lorsi, Shri Gurupad Varma, Never mind, Sastananda Pranam to all the single Vaishnava. Tomorrow we are celebrating Sri Giridhari. It's also known as Lakshmi Vijay. This is the day that Lakshmi she comes and she arrests the followers of Jagannath and she tries to bring Jagannath back from Gundicha to this Giridhari. And as we've been hearing that actually the Buddha said even more than Radha after there are specialities we can find in this Hera Panchami. Here so much Braj Katha is connected to this Hera Panchami. Hera means Lakshmi. So you can see that Prem is manifested in different ways. We have heard that from Shraddha all the way to Sadhu Sangha, Vajna Kriya, Anartha, Nivritti, Nishta, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhav, and then that Bhav, which is Premantu, it sprouts, becomes into Prem. And after Prem, that Prem further evolves into Prem, Sneha, Pranay, Man, Rag, Anurag, Bhav, Mahabhav. And then that Mahabhav is again divided further into Ruda, Adi, Ruda. And further divided into Modan, Mohan, Madan, Akhi, Mahabhav. This is a gradation described by Guru Parvatma, quoting of course Rupa Goswami. How Prem develops. So here, one very specific transformation of this Prem is known as Man. And Rupa Goswami in the original Nigamani defined all of these stages, just like all the definitions from Shraddha to Prem itself. All the definitions of Sneha or Varnaki Mahabhav also have been described. So here in this Hera Panchami, we know that Jagannath is now there in Gundicha, that is considered to be like Vrindavan. He is enjoying with the associates in Braj, the Daitapati, the Braj Vasis. And Lakshmi is feeling very jealous and therefore she is coming looking for Jagannath. And that Man that Lakshmi is manifesting is very extraordinary. Why she is adopting some kind of like violent nature. When Mahaprabhu, when Srivas Pandit and Sarat Damodar they had discussion, described when they are watching the drama, like a pastime that the Daitapati, all this Jagannath Sevaks they perform this. Even today, if you go there, this Lakshmi Vijay takes place. Followers of Lakshmi come and they beat the chariot, they arrest the Daitapati. When Mahaprabhu was seeing this, he was very, very happy, he was very astonished. What am I seeing? Now, I've heard about Man, I've heard about this jealous anger. You see, sometimes in Dwarika, between the Dwarika, like Satya Mahaprabhu, we see Man. Even in the Braj Gopis, we see. But you see, Lakshmi here, it's the first time I'm seeing that she is adopting this kind of violence. She's given up her pacified, her peaceful nature, she's coming with sticks and she's beating and arresting. This is very, very extraordinary. This kind of Man, this kind of jealous anger, I've never seen. And then Srivas Pandit is clapping and he's dancing. Oh, just see the opulence of my goddess of fortune. And then said, what are you, Brajvasi? What do you have? Only some fruits, leaves, berries, flowers. This is nothing. Look, my Lakshmi, nice diamond and emerald and rubies and so many nice things. Platinum, silver, gold. See, nice big chariot and so many sevaks. Speaking of sevaks, they are wearing so many ornaments. The Brajvasi, what they have? Very poor. Some ordinary clothing and some flowers and this and that. Nothing is there in God. Look at my Lakshmi, look at her. Then Sarat Damodar is saying, oh, you don't know the nature of Braj. Then he said that Shriya Akanta Parama Purusha Kalpatra Avo Druma Bhuvischinta Amrikanamaya Amritam. There, everything in Braj, everything with dust particle is Chintamani. Everything with tree is Kalpavriksha. Every cow is Kamdenu. There the water is not water, it's nectar, it is flowing. Every step is a dance. Every word is a song. Fruit playing, all this last dance, everything. Braj Mahotsav. So beautiful. It's going on eternally. Buddha, when he came to Braj, he witnessed. First he saw the coming, that Krishna had left, the Rajas were crying. But then he had some doubt. He thought if the Rajas have so much love for Krishna, then why did Krishna leave? How is it possible he could leave them? Then the leader Shakti took this covering away from Buddha's eyes and he saw that bulls that are fighting in the fields, each of the houses they had wheel lamps burning, the gopis were churning butter and singing Govinda, Nama, and everything what Krishna was going in, cultivating with the sakas. Song was the beautiful Braj Mahotsav, everything going on. Such a beautiful way. Then Uddhava realized, oh, I have nothing. I have not love. I thought I was most dear. Krishna himself said, nah, nobody is dear to me as Uddhava. Then Uddhava realized, no, the Brajvasis, I am nothing compared to them. Therefore, he didn't even try to become a Brajvasi. He couldn't. He only tried to become a shrub. They are so high. So, and the real wealth of Braj is what? It is Braj Bhav, it's Prem. That Prem is manifested in so many ways. Man is there in Dwarka, like we hear, Satyavama. One time, Nishivas Pandit himself, he came there, Narayan Rishi. He came with a Parijat flower. And he told Krishna, oh, give this to your favorite queen. Then Krishna is sitting there on the throne and he's saying, oh, he's surrounded by his 16,108 queens. And each queen is thinking, oh, Krishna is definitely going to give it to me. Why? Because whenever Krishna is with the queens, he's always saying, oh, I love you the most. So then Krishna is saying, oh, Nara, what have you done? Then he's taking this Parijat flower and he's giving it to Rukmini. Why? Because she is the first queen. She is the Patrani, the principal. Satyabhama is saying this, and then she's not saying anything. She's running from them, going into a palace, removing all ornaments and everything, putting on ornament clothes and going into the Kopavan, sulky room. In the previous time, the kings they had to their queen, one anger room. If they are jealous or anger or anything, they can go and cry there. The king will know when he will come and pacify. So she's weeping there. Krishna finds out, oh, Satyabhama is in the Kopavan. She's crying there with him. So then, like when during the Ramlila with Kaikeyi, when she went this Leela, then she also went Kopavan, and Dasaratha Maharaj came after her. So Krishna now came after Satyabhama and said, oh, why are you upset? So you said you love me the most, and you gave the Parijat flower to Rukmini, how can you do that? So, oh, what is one flower? I'll give you a whole tree. Whole Parijat tree I'll put in your garden. And then Satyabhama little bit smiling, her mind already going down. And she's like, okay, you bring me this tree, so you come with me then. In front of you I'll do. So then Krishna is taking Garuda, putting Satyabhama on the back of Garuda, and they're flying there. Then Indra is there. Again, Indra is never learning from his mistake. One time he's putting all water and trying to destroy Giridhari river and everything. Then he's asking forgiveness, this, that, all these tears and drama, dance and drama. Now again, I'm not for demigod, how many years? Not so many years for them. It's like a few moments. So the time here on earth passes much further. So even though it's 100 years on Prithvi, for Indra it is on a very short time. In a short time, already give again. He's proud. And then Krishna is asking for this Parijat tree. The Indra says, you cannot take this tree from me. This tree belongs here in Swarga. Then Krishna not listening, he is going to the garden and picking up this tree. And Indra and everyone they are fighting. Krishna is defeating them all. He's coming back. And then he's calling everyone and then he's planting that tree in Satyabhama's courtyard. Then Satyabhama, her man is pacified. Very easy for Krishna. Jumping on Garuda, taking his little fighting and brought him pacified her man. It's like we heard. The meeting was there, all the queens were present, but Satyabhama was not there, and Krishna became very angry. In his stern voice said, you call that daughter of Satyajit to come here. Not calling her by her name. Then it's very like, oh, then when the messenger is giving this news to Satyabhama, then she's quickly coming, putting on all her ornaments and everything, and she quickly silent, she's coming sitting there. So this man is in manifesting in Dwaraka like this. Now we say in Vaikuntha that Lakshmi Ji, she is manifesting this kind of man. This specific man for Jagannath. And in Braj we can say the Braj Gopis, their man again is a different way. Chandravala is man, and those in Dakshina Bhav, their man is more easy to classify for Krishna. He doesn't, not so difficult. But then when Radhika goes into man, that is very, very difficult. You have the two kinds of man, hetu and ahetu, by cause and without cause. When Radhika is in man, and Krishna tries so many ways. Like if we go to Koshi, but he got Kyasi, who came? Krishna is coming to the door of Radhika. Radhika, who is there? Says Krishna Chandra. Oh, my house is very small. How can the moon come here? No, I am not open. No, it's me, Hari. Oh, Hari. Hari means lion. No, lion is very close. The door is open here. No, I am Chakradhar. No. Oh, Chakra, Sudarshan Chakra. Very, very sharp. It will cut me. Oh, no, I am not open the door. I am Madhusudan. Oh, Madhusudan. Bambude. No, Bambude will bite me. I am not opening the door. I am Ganasham. Ganasham means like cloud. Oh, cloud will come. Make rain. I don't want rain in my house. And Radhika is not opening door. This way, in Krishna he has to sometimes dress up like go to brahmachari, like Bal brahmachari, and he is going, doing Bhiksha, doing some puja, and then he is begging, oh please give me your Bhiksha. And then Radhika, she doesn't want to come and give Bhiksha. But then we have Jyotila, he is saying, oh Radhika, we don't give Bhiksha to this brahmachari, and somebody else will come, sadhu should not go empty handed. This is Indian culture, any guest sadhu coming, and you have to respect. Then he said, Jyotila want to give with her own hand. He said, no, I want from your daughter's hand. She is like Lakshmi. She gives, then it will be auspicious. Then she is coming, Radhika is coming her place, she is coming with this plate. And Krishna said, I don't want all of these things. I want the Bhiksha of your ma. Then Radhika should understand, oh, this is not any brahmachari, this is Krishna himself. Then she is smiling into it, and she is taking all that Bhiksha and putting on his head. Sometimes coming as snake charmer. Krishna in so many different ways. Sometimes Deva Dasi, Devi Dasi. Sometimes Radhika's mind is very, very deep. Like in Vilaswar, top of the mountain, she is there, and there is 1,000 stairs going to her place. And Radhika, she put on each stair, she put 2 gopis standing. So many thousands of gopis guarding the stairs. Then Krishna is thinking, how can I approach Radhika? Then she is going to Vrinda Devi, begging. Vrinda said, okay, I will arrange something. He's dressing her like Devadasi, and she's walking up the stairs. And Krishna is seeing all these gopis very stern and stark, they're standing there, very angry mood. Why could Radhika stop? Don't let anyone come up these stairs, any male person. I don't want to see that Krishna. Krishna is sweating, then Vrinda is, or Vishaka, different time he's telling, oh, this Devadasi is very expert, she wants to do some seva for you. And this way, slowly, when Krishna is touched, then Radhika's mind is going away. Then Radhika has suspicion, oh, who is this Devadasi? Why is my mind going away? Why is my anger going away? Then she has suspicion, and she puts me to Lalita Devi, and Lalita Devi says, oh, you are doing so much nice seva, we want to reward you. We want to give you your clothes are very old and stuff, we want to give you new clothes. And then she said, no, I'm Asulka Dasi, I do everything without any payment. All my seva is without payment. This is for Radhika's happiness. I don't need any payment. No, we insist. And they're grabbing her and they're grabbing her clothes and big kadamba flowers are falling out. And all gopis are laughing. Krishna is so embarrassed and he's taking those flowers and he's running from there. But Radhika's her man is passing by now. All the gopis are laughing. His Hasyadas is manifesting. So this man is manifesting so many astonishing ways, different ways. And then Mahaprabhu is hearing about all these pastimes, all these beautiful conceptions about man, even more than man, rag, punara, all these things, describing all the different moods of the gopis. How they have bhava, bhava, hela, all these different moods. And in this conversation between Shivas Pandit and Lalita Devi, Saratnamalal Goswami, and Mahaprabhu relished so much. And all this nectar is there. You read Bhaktivedanta Giri Maharaj purport on this. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, there it is quoted from our Goswami, all the definitions from Rupa Goswami, Vijayana, all these things he is described in that Veda Panchami. And Srila Gurudev especially, in his origin of Rathayatra, is whole chapter only describing this. The Vaishishya, the speciality of the Veda Panchami there. This is the perfect chance then to we absorb ourselves in this Leela Smara, in this Bhaktivedanta Prasanga, then we can also get a glimpse of the glories of the Mandal, glories of the Braj Gopis and Radhika's friends. And hearing about these things, and Jagannath himself becomes so happy. Mahaprabhu himself is Jagannath. Say Krishna, say Gaur, say Jagannath. And then he is relishing all these things. This way, and then we hearing these things from Guru Bhagavad and the Vaishnava, then we also breathe some desire within our heart. We may also aspire also to practice and try to enter into these topics. Offering pranam to Sri Guru Bhagavad and the Vaishnava, begging for their father's mercy, and we always sincerely remain in their service. In the Yamancha,